And welcome to Facebook Live show. So today you can actually buy from our website, which is indigoblue.com, and you can watch me on Facebook Live doing the demonstrations, which is really good fun. So we are doing our Goodie Bag Show, which is our very special show that we do once a year. We're doing things differently this time. We are on Facebook Live just for you because we have a very limited number of bags. So what I would recommend is, if you've been waiting for this, please go onto the website indigoblue.com. And where will you find the goodie bags, Alfie?
They're in latest releases.
In latest releases. So at the top, you will see latest releases. Click on there and then that will take you through to our goodie bags. So what do you get for our goodie bags? You get our famous goodie bag, which is the rubber stamps. So this is a large. So the large, you will have between about 80 and 100 pounds worth of red rubber stamps. They're all different. Don't think that you're going to get exactly what Julia got or what I got. Every single one is different. However, I do actually hand pick them, so I make sure that you get a really good variety of stamps. So you get large ones, lots of word stamps, background stamps, maybe the odd Christmas one in there, but you will definitely get a really good selection from them. So this is basically what you're going to get, a big bag of stamps. So this is the large. So the large is going to cost you just shy of £30. So that is £29.99, and you will get the equivalent of all of these. So this is an A5 set of stamps, and you will get the equivalent of all of these. So these are, whoa, I can't even hold them. There's so many. So between 4 and 5 sets of A5 stamps. So there's loads and loads of stamps in there. And again, it's a different selection in every single bag, which is why it's so exciting, because you're going to get a lovely surprise when you open them. So in my bag, this is what I got, and I will show you in much more detail when we actually go to the overhead camera. So this is a large bag. So the large bag, you get between 80 and 100 pounds worth of stamps, and that will cost you £29.99. If you go for the medium-sized bag, you will get the equivalent of about 40 to 50 pounds worth of rubber stamps, and that will cost you £14.99. So you'll get half as much as this bag here. Now, we've also got a small number of Woodology bags as well. So the Woodology is all of our beautiful Medite MDF. So if you remember, our Medite is the greener alternative to MDF. So this is actually Carb 2 compliant. It's a lot safer to work with. You can sand it, you can paint it, and you get a selection. Again, it's a goodie bag, so you never know what you're going to get. This is what I got in this one, but it can be any selection of our Woodology that we've actually cut this year. So please go on the website now, order it now, and then you can relax and actually just sit back and watch some demonstrations, okay? It's because we're going to be having a lovely play today. So we've got this show here at 11 o'clock, and then our next show, Alfie, is at
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, there we go. So we'll see you back at 1 o'clock as well. So just to recap, large bag, medium-sized bag is £14.99, large bag is £29.99, and the Woodology bag is £14.99. So shall we see what I got in my bag? Okay, let's go to the overhead camera and we'll have a look. Okie doke, so I haven't fully opened all of mine, so let me just put that to one side.
So we've sold we've sold 50% of the medium and 30% of the large so far.
Okay, so well done doing what I asked, which is if you want them now, get them now, which is great. So 50% of the medium and 30% of the large, is that right? Excellent. Okay, well done. So I've got a piece of acetate here to stick them to, because they don't come with a laminate backing, so you need something to actually attach them to. So if you've got any storage solutions, that's brilliant, but I'm actually just using a sheet of acetate. I have got a storage page here which I've used, and then let's see what else I've got in here. So, oh, my big stamp. So you all get at least some medium or large stamps. I'm quite lucky that I've got this one, which is the Castle and Moon. And this is from a Zuri stamp, actually. So I'm going to put that on my acetate, which is lovely. Oh, I love this stamp. This is a fantastic background stamp.
So I think we've sold out of the Woodology bag.
Right, so if you heard Alfie right, all the Woodology has gone now. So that's sold out. Oh, that's nice. That's a lavender stamp. And then this is just a little, it looks like little leaves.
Question, is this a large or a medium bag?
This is a large bag that I'm showing you. And so this is Jane, made up to be quite a nice...
That's the steampunk Jane.
Steampunk Jane. Let me have another piece of acetate. She can go on there. Oh, that is a lovely border. I like that. Really pleased with that. And then you get lots of small stamps. I think that must say Christmas by the looks of it. We've got some foliage. Oh, lots of foliage. Got 3 lots of foliage there. That's good. Oh, a range of elephants. That's good.
So, just a question on how much the bags cost again for people who.
Okay, so the people who missed. So the large bags cost just shy of £40, $39.99.
No. You've got a thing there. 20.
Sorry, I beg your pardon. Start again. So the large bags, which is what this is a value of about £80, 80 to £100. You're buying these for $29.99. Okay, let me just write that on a big piece of card, and then you can see that. Okay, so a large bag will cost you $29.99, okay, and a medium will cost you $14.99, okay, and these are random selection.
So a few people have commented that they haven't been able to check out that there are still both large and medium sized bags available, so please do try again.
Yeah, so carry on with that. We're hopefully not going to have trouble with that. So you get lots of lovely word stamps as well. I've made sure that everyone gets loads of word stamps because they're obviously really, really useful. So I've got lots in here. And oh, I really like these. So you get medium sized, large, all sorts. Now that's a teddy bear, so that's lovely. I've got a couple of butterflies, which is always useful, which is great. Oh, look at that. I'm really pleased I got that. And I've got a little light bulb and some tiny stamps. Don't know what's written on that until I stamp it out. Got another light bulb. Looks like I've got a little cat there. A little tree. Another little circle stamp. Some snowflakes. That's good. What else have I got? a little background stamp, a big swirly, oh, where can that go? Big swirly stamp. There we go. So again, you will get quite a big selection, and I've still got a few more to go on here. So this is my large bag. Okay, so I can't even fit them on the screen. So again, you will get a random selection, just like I've got a random selection, and I think Julia showed hers on Facebook Live of one that she bought a few years ago. Because we do this every year, and these are all, they're not seconds. So let me explain how we actually come to make these goodie bags. We will, here we go. So these are the stamps that we make, okay? Now, all of this comes on one big plate. Now, if we tend to have like a bubble here, we cut that stamp out and it gets thrown away. But that means that we've got all these other stamps that are missing one stamp. So we put them to one side, hoping that, you know, we might get another one of these stamps on its own. If we don't, they all go into the goodie bag box. And then at the end of the year, we just share them out into goodie bags. So that's why we end up with quite a lot of stamps left over, because all of these will be first class, nothing wrong with them, but the one with the bubble in gets thrown away. Okay, so none of these stamps actually have got anything wrong with them at all. They're just, we can't make up a full set. So that's why we have the Goodie Bag Show. So it's basically allowing you to buy first class stamps at a really good price, but as I say, it's a random selection. So the large bags $29.99 and the medium bags are $14.99. okay, and this is what I happen to get in my bag. All right, so all of these, plus I got some of these as well, which I've put on here. You will also get plenty of word stamps as well. So I know that we had lots of word stamps as well. I know that there were a few wings in there and quite a few butterflies and things like that. So you get a really nice random selection. So let me have a bit of a play with these. Let me put these to one side. Oh, I did get a big owl. So a few of you will get a big owl. I saw a few in there. Okay, so I've got my
medium bag is sold out now, I'm afraid.
There we go. Medium bag has now gone. Right, so Ella said to me, we have got some shrink plastic, and I was like, oh, I haven't used shrink plastic in ages. Let's have a play with that. So they come in A5 sheets, which is great. The see-through one, which is the glossy one, has a protective coating on, and it's a protective piece of plastic on it. Okay, they're really easy to find, because you just see whether you just push the corner, and if it comes up, that's the side that's got protective plastic. It's only on one side. And then I'm going to use my stamping platform, because I am really bad at stamping onto glossy surfaces, because I tend to sort of skid. So I'm going to use my stamping platform. Now, because it is a non-porous surface, you need to be using StazOn. So I'm going to use a black StazOn. Now this shrink plastic shrinks down to 70%. Shrinks down 70%, so you get a really lovely shrink on it. So this will be 30% of the original size. Okay, and I'm just putting loads and loads of StazOn on here. I love the smell of this. Okay, and then
so the medium, just to confirm, the medium bag is sold out. We do have a few large bags left.
Okay, so this is sold. Okay. So missed a little bit in the middle, which is usual for me. So let me just put a bit more on there. And you can see that I use the heel of my hand rather than fingertips because it's a stronger part. And you can see that I've actually put a white card underneath, and that's so that when I close it up I don't end up getting loads of ink on my stamping platform. There we go. So let me just put that to one side. Now this takes a few seconds to dry, so don't put your finger right in it. And then when I'm cutting this out, I leave a border. So I don't cut right up to the very edge of the ink. I actually just leave
so we are effectively
border.
sold out now on the large bag as well, I'm afraid.
Okay. So well done if you got the large bag or the small or the medium-sized bag. Well done for getting all of those, and thank you so much for supporting us. I know that we didn't have you know, hundreds of these, but
yeah, apologies if anybody's had trouble with the website. Was very, very busy.
so well done if you've got that, and thank you so much for supporting us. Now when I get to the top, I'm actually going to leave a big tab, and I'll show you why when I've just finished cutting round Mr. Owl here.
So we have had a few questions on whether we'll have any more in stock. I'm afraid not, because of the way that we put the bags together. You know, there is just a limited amount of stock.
Yeah, because it is just how our you know, manufacturing process goes with it. But if we do, we will let you know, and we will bring them to you on a Facebook Live in the future. So, but basically, we just do it once a year, and we just save up all the stamps from that year, and then give the goodie bags out. If you would like to visit us, we are actually having an open day. When's our open day, Alfie?
I knew you'd ask me that. Hang on.
So this tab at the top that I've left here, I'm actually going to just round off a little bit. No, it's not that accurate. And then I'm just going to use a hole punch on this. Now I know this is a ridiculously big one for the job, but this is the only one I've got here. So I've just punched a hole in the top of that. There you go, you can just about see that. Okay.
So I've got an open day on the 11th of Feb. Thought we had one in December.
Yeah, I thought we were having one in December.
Ella, asking Ella live on Facebook.
Ella, when's our open day, darling?
No, she said February the 11th, so there isn't one in December.
Oh, we're not having one in December.
I think that's next year, actually.
Oh yeah, that's right, because we did our planning for the whole year, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm getting confused. So yeah, if you want to come and see us, we are having an open day in February on the 11th, and it'd be lovely to see you. We'll be having lots of demonstrations. Mike Deakin will be there, Ian will be there doing his steampunk stuff, I'll be there. You never know who else might turn up as well from our design team, and of course we'll be having lots of goodie bags there. So now we've got this, I'm going to just use a pair of tweezers just to hold this down, and then we're going to just heat it. Now you don't need a heat gun for this. If you want to do this with the kids and you haven't got a heat gun, don't worry, because you can actually put this under the grill or in the oven and it will just do exactly the same. It's just quicker doing a heat gun. There we go. Fab, isn't it? Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's so much fun playing with this. It really is. I haven't done this for years. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So this is the original size. Ta-da! And then it shrinks down to this size here. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that. That is beautiful. And it's see-through. So what can we do with it being see-through? You can colour it. You can colour it before you actually shrink it. Or you can colour it afterwards. If you're using alcohol markers, you can actually colour them straight away onto the back of here. But if we are going to be using paint or anything like that, wait until it's shrunk. I wanted to show you, look at this one, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's not completely dry yet, but isn't that just gorgeous? So I'm going to use some of our Slap It On sparkles. Okay, so this is gorgeous stuff. Look at that. It's a lovely thick paste. You can use it through your stencils. I'll show you what it looks like when you stencil it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So these are all the different colours you can get. So we have Silver Lining, which is the silver one. We also have the gold, which is Gold State Coach. Let me just get my drawer open, then I can show you. Then we have Mermaid Green. We also have my favourite, which is the blue, Seize the Day. We have a beautiful purple called Queen Elizabeth. And finally, we have a Jubilee Rose, which is the fuchsia pink. Look at that, aren't they gorgeous? And the lovely thing about them is that after you stencil them, even though this is a nice thick paste or gel, it doesn't come off. It doesn't come off at all, which is lovely, and it's flat as well. So that's what this looks like on paper. But there's nothing to say that you can't put this on the back of here. So which way around is this? This is, yeah, that's the back, isn't it? Is that the back? I don't think it matters. Does it matter? No. Okay, so I'm just going to use a palette knife and just spread this all on here. So if you've got kids or grandkids, this would be great fun to do with them. So you don't have to use a heat gun. You can use the grill. You can put them on the grill and just let them heat up in there, or the oven. And as you saw, they curl up when they heat, but they flatten out, so don't worry about that. So just put a load of that on the back. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So that hole at the back, here, I've left so that you can hang some ribbon or string. You can put it on your Christmas tree. You can actually put it onto a key ring so that you can give it as a present for a nice key ring. You can put it on your journal, make a bookmark out of it. I just think that is just gorgeous. So that is the Gold State Coach, and this one, which isn't dry either, which is the silver one, which is just beautiful. And I have to show you this one. This is the little moon. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that so sweet? That's the moon stamp. I can show you that now, actually. So let me just put those away. So those are our lovely Slap It On sparkles, which are just absolutely delicious. Right, so that's those. Let me just put that in water. Okay, so where did I, there we go. So let's have a look at this one. Now, when I've got odd pieces of this. I actually put them in a box because they're hard to see on your desk, and basically I would lose them, knowing me. So, and you can always get a piece of white card underneath if that helps. So this is that lovely moon stamp, which I was delighted to get in my goodie bag because I didn't think we had any of these. And then you just need to stamp this onto your shrink plastic. It's called Shrink Me. How much is it, Alfie? Could you just have a look for me? So you get them in A5 sheets. Oh, look at that. Look at that beauty.
So you get 5 sheets of either gloss or matte for £3.
Oh right, that's brilliant, because it was, I think it was £3.99.
It was £3.95, but we're doing a discount.
So special offer, £3 for 5 A5 sheets, and you can either go for the matte or the gloss, or go for one of each. £3 to keep the kids quiet for an afternoon. Oh, the joy. Or to keep me quiet for the afternoon, because this is really, really good fun. Also, I tell you what I did do with it. I actually made little wine glass reminders, you know, so that you put it on a little bit of wire and you put it around the base of your wine glass. I don't think I can get any more out of that one. Just to stop anybody else nicking your glass of wine. Because it's like, right, well, mine's got a unicorn on it, yours has got, you know, a moon, someone else has got an owl on there.
So just to say, I know there are people out there who are disappointed, but we did have 3,000 people on the website trying to buy these bags, and we did have very, very limited stock, so apologies if you're disappointed, but we'll be back with more when we have them.
Oh, so thank you very much for supporting us. We appreciate it. And gosh, I didn't expect 3,000 people to be jumping on the website. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm really sorry that we haven't got any more. Okay, so this one I haven't done a tab, so I can just do a little hole in the top here. So just about there, I think. Crikey, 3,000 people. I'm amazed. But thank you very much. All right, so let's do this one. So again, just watch it. It will curl up on itself, but just be patient. To stop it running around all over the place, you could put it into a aluminium tray, food tray. So that one, it hasn't quite uncurled. Let me just help it along there. There we go. Let's just do that a little bit more. And then you can just get an acrylic block or something flat, anything flat, just to flatten that out. There we go. And it goes hard as well, so it's really good to use that as a little charm. But isn't that beautiful? Isn't that so sweet? Oh, I just love it. And so this is the one that I put some of these Slap It On sparkles on, which just is gorgeous, which is really, really lovely. And that one I did put a tab on. Okay, so I did one of the butterflies from my goodie bag, and I thought this would be really sweet because this would be really quite small as well. Oh, look at that. It's really cute. Oh, I love this. You've got to have a play with this. This is so lovely. Look at that. And look at all the detail you still get. You still get all of that detail. Okay, so I'll just go to, I'll put some white card behind it and I'll go to the other camera. Okay, so there we go, like that. Oh, look at the detail of that. That's amazing. So, oh, it's so good that, isn't it? It's really cool. Okay, let me show you that other one as well while we're on this camera. There we go. Oh, that's so lovely. And again, all the detail is there. And then let me show you the one of the owls. Who's this? Oh, I need the paper behind it. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, he's lovely, isn't he? And sparkly. Very, very, very sparkly. So who'd be nice on a card? Or I wouldn't waste it on a card. I'd make a keyring out of that. There we go. So that's that one. Okay. So these are those. We could actually make that into a nice little charm as well. So I thought I'd use some of these stamps and just have a bit of a play. Let's get a clean one, shall we? Let's go for one of these. So this is watercolor card in a tag, and let's see what we've got here. Okay, so oh, okay, a few cogs here, of course. I always love my cogs, don't I? I'm just one of those people who likes cogs. I'm using my lovely Thin Lizzie's, and I think I will go for let's go for a black. Okay. So let's have this going down the side of here. I'll get some scrap paper underneath it before I get it all over the mat. And then let's just join that up to there. That's good. And while we're at it, I could do, just thinking, I could do, let me just get rid of that ink off there because you don't want it to mix with the stays on, because this is for the card. So I'm using VersaFine on the card, and I'm going to use stays on the on this. Let me get a nice biggish piece. Oh, there's a nice big piece. Right, just thinking I could do stays on the gloss. So let's go about there. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. And let's do another one. So I think let's go about there. Hopefully that will.
So for the shrink plastic, was it stays on you're using?
It is stays on I'm using for the shrink plastic. You must use stays on because your VersaFine is oil based, so it just doesn't dry at all. All of your VersaFine Clairs, it just takes forever to dry, if ever. Whereas your stays on, this is alcohol based, so this will actually evaporate and dry really, really quickly. So use your stays on. Just thinking whether I can just put another one here. That's jolly good. And just to utilise all of this, I think let's just try and get another bit there. Okay, so I've got a nice big bit there. Now, do I go round them? I think I might. Yeah. So I think I will just cut around these rather than it going straight. Bear with. I do this, I plan something out and then I suddenly have a bit of a whim and think, oh, but this would work really nicely. So let's just go. And the good thing about shrink plastic is because it shrinks down to 30%, well, this one does. Different shrink plastics are different. It means that your cutting out doesn't have to be superb, which is a really good thing because my cutting out is rubbish on this. I do like cutting out. I think I might just cut that one off because we've got a repeat there. And it feels like thick acetate to cut out, and I'm just using a normal pair of scissors. I'm not using serrated scissors. I think I'll just go around that one, and I'm going to leave a little tab here for a hole to go in. Yeah, you don't want to use serrated scissors like your Tim Holtz because that does leave a serrated edge. Although when you shrink it down, I guess you don't actually really see that. Okay, sorry that you're watching me cut out. I know it's not the most exciting thing to watch, but just bear with because I think this will work really nicely with that tag. And I just want to show you a nice cute technique with that. Okay, so we've got a really nice long piece there. Let's get a hole in the top. So that always put it in beforehand because it's very difficult to cut through when you've shrunk it down. Okay, so where am I? There we go. Let's get the heat on that. So again, you don't have to use a heat gun for this. You can just put it under the grill. I wouldn't put it in a toaster. I don't think that would work terribly well. But you can put it in the oven as well. And just check on it every couple of minutes.
Do you need to clean the stays on off your stamps?
Do you need to clean the stays on off your stamps? Yeah, I would give them a wipe because then you don't know whether you're going to be using stays on next time or whether you're going to be going back to your VersaFine. You don't want to be mixing up your inks. So what do? I just use a cloth. You might want to use a little bit of cleaner. I've got my Easy Peasy cleaner here, which will just clean that off quite nicely. Because normally I just give them a quick wipe. There we go, that gets rid of all of the stays on as well. Alrighty. Oh, look how cute that is. Oh, that is so nice. I really like that. That works so well. Look at the detail. This is what I love about this. Right, let me do the other camera. Let me get some white paper. Okay, here we go. Give that a minute to
That's it.
There we go. Isn't that fabulous? I just love all the detail on it. Excellent. Okay, let's carry on. Right, so that's the shrinky bit. Let me do, I want to show you a nice little easy peasy technique. I'm going to use just some translucent paints. Can be any kind of paint actually, but I think my translucents on this will work really nicely. Now I've got a glass of water here. I don't want to be putting my brush in that, so I'm just going to move that. Okay, so you just need the tiniest amount, okay? Just about a grain of rice, and then lots and lots of water. Look how much paint you get from that. Loads and loads of water. So we're going to do like a faux watercolor technique, okay? So what I want you to do is just wiggle your brush around the edge of your image. Just bringing in some quite dark colour first. So this colour is leather corset, and it's a translucent, which means that you can actually see through the pigment to the underside of it, so you can see the white card shining through, and you can also layer colours on top of it, and it gives you that faux watercolour effect. Even though you get all the advantages of an acrylic paint, you also get the benefits of a faux watercolour effect with this, because you can layer one on top of the other and get really beautiful layered effects with it. So I'm just doing the darkest bit round nearest to the cogs, and this could be anything, okay? And you want it to make it look like a bit of a shadow, but you don't have to be accurate with it, okay? You just need to have a bit of a wibbly hand, which is always useful, and just put the darkest colour right up against there. And I'm just wibbling I've got a round brush here, and I'm just creating. Now look how the cogs seem to jump out now, okay? So I've done that. I'm going to come back again, but this time with more watery look to it. There we go. And then I'm going to come, I think I will use 22 karat gold. This is such a lovely paint colour. There we go. So this is 22 karat gold, and this is just a beautiful, like a quin gold. It's just a really lovely, warm, old gold look without it being metallic. There we go. So just mix it and mix it and mix it in the water until it's nice and smooth. Okay, and again, more water, lots more water. And this time we're actually going to go round over the top of what we've already done. And we're just going to wiggle our brush all the way down. And then I'm going to go over the top of all of what we've painted before. And if it's not dry yet, it will actually move, but if it's dry, it won't actually move. Notice how I turned the page around, the tag around, to do the other side. Just because I'm right-handed, I find that easier. So again, if you're left-handed, do the opposite. But it's easier than trying to lift over and do the same on that side. Okay. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of this 22 karat gold on the inside of my cogs, just to make that pop even more. There we go. And I'm going to leave it white so it really does pop out nicely. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do to that. I think I'll probably use a pen around the outside. Let's see whether I've got a brown one here. This is a Nouveau one. So let me just do a squiggly line, which is very easy for me because I can't do straight lines. There we go. All the way down. That's lovely. And I think that as a tag hanging off would look pretty smart. Or we could actually put it there. Alfie's nodding, so you're reckoning we should go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then maybe some words or a word. What have we got here in my bag? What's this one? This one says vintage. That'll do. That'll do. So let's get a scrap of card. Let's get a little. Okay, that'll have to do. There we go. So let's have that. We're using just my VersaFine because it's going onto card. Yeah, that's good. I think I might actually just print it on there. Is it that way around? No, it's that way around. Let's just have it there. Okay, how should I attach this? I think I'll probably go with so I can either go with my grab and go, or I think I'll go with foam pads. So these are on the website as well. We have loads of foam pads, and they're nice and thin, so they don't actually add too much to it. And because they're white on a white background, we're not going to see the pads. Okay, if it was coloured, you'd be able to see the pads, but because it's on the white side, there we go. Okay, and just a little bit of string or something would do on there. So at the side of my table I have 3 little cardboard boxes. One's got string on it, one's got ribbon on it, one's got lace on it. And I think what we'll do is we will go through this here. There's just a bit of yarn there. Let's just trim those off. Different sizes, there we go. That can go in my journal. So see how those just pop out really nicely, and I really like the shrink plastic. I think that looks great. Okay, let's go to the other camera and then I can show you that. I'll get a piece of cardboard. There we go. Yeah, that works really nicely. Yep, that's good. Okay, brilliant. So that's that one, which is really nice. I want to try something else. So let me see what we've got here. So I haven't tried this lovely big one here. Oh, this is a sweet little bear. Let me show you this bear, okay? Lots of people are like, what is this? When you see a stamp like this, it's like, what is it? So let me get some shrink plastic. This should just about fit. There we go. So these are all the bits that I haven't actually used, because I use a full sheet. There he is. I absolutely adore this stamp. Let me put him right down there. That's it. He's just so sweet. And let's just cut him out very, very easily. I love teddy bears. You might already know that. I have got one or two. Alfie's laughing because I may have quite a lot, especially little mohair ones. So he's so sweet. There we go. Don't think I'm going to get much out of those, but I'll keep them anyway. And just round off that tab at the top. There we go. Let's get a hole in that. And then again, pop this under your grill for a couple of minutes. Just watch it. It will curl up, but then it will straighten out again. Oh, that's where it is. So I'm just going to hold it with some of these. And I'm going to use a heat gun just because it's fast. See how it curls up and it's a little bit scary, and then it will flatten out. Whoops, where's he gone? There he is. Let's just flatten that out. Oh, look at that. Let me just put him on there. Oh my goodness, isn't he just adorable? So he's gorgeous. So what can you do with him? Also, one of the things is, if you've got the Slap-It-On glass ceramic, which I know a lot of you already have, because we did lots with rice paper onto glass plates and mugs and stuff like that, especially for presents. Let me just bring that in a little bit. So what you can do is you can actually mix this with either your, oh, that's a bit much, let me just put some of that back. I'll leave it there for now. So you can mix this with your paints, you can mix it with your gesso. You've seen me use the Slap-It-On sparkle to do these, which are just delightful. But you can mix it with your gesso as well. So if you want to just put a white background on, because at the moment he looks like this. So you need to just get some of your gesso. Okay, clean your brush. And then 50% gesso, 50% glass Slap-It-On. So this will enable, oh, my brush is a little bit dirty, so it's slightly brown. There we go. So this will enable you to paint onto it without it bubbling. There we go. And I put a good coating on. And There we go. Now, if you use a bit of kitchen sponge or any sponge, okay, and if you just dab on the back, it gets rid of any brush marks and it gives you a good coverage. Okay, and then you can really see Teddy. There we are. Isn't he lovely? He's so gorgeous. Okay, so that's using gesso, but you can also use any other colours as well. So let me just put him over there to dry. So we have our butterfly here. So with our butterfly, excuse me. Let me just grab what colour should we go for? Let's go for a bottle sunshine. Let's have a nice sort of pinky colour as well. Let's go for Gretel. Okay, so what we can do is use our Luscious, which is a powder, and we can use a brush that's just wet, and we can mix our glass Slap It On with our Luscious. There we go. Let's have a little bit more bottled sunshine. Only mix what you're going to use, because once it's dried, that's it, you can't reuse it. So just mix enough for that project. So I'll probably use some of this actually on my moon as well. So I'll just put that on the back of my moon. There we go. I'll leave that to dry. Right, okay, back to the butterfly. So I'm just going to put this, I think, on the wingtips like that. There we go. Excellent. And then, excuse me. Sorry about that, I got a frog in my throat. So let's use the Gretel with a wet brush. Take some of the powder, put that on your paint mat. So this is a paint mat, but it could be craft mat, whichever. I like our paint mats because they are white and you can see what you're doing. And then take a bit of your Slap It On glass. So this is for glass and ceramic, so you mix that in and then you can go on to glass and ceramic, but it also means you can go onto the shrink plastic. So just mix that in, and again plenty of the glass Slap It On, and then I'm going to paint this. This is on the back. I'm going to paint this onto the areas where I haven't actually got the bottle sunshine. You could actually mix it as well, and I'm just sort of dabbing it on quite thickly rather than painting it with strokes. I'm actually just putting blobs on, as it were. Okay, so Alfie, can you get ready to go to the other camera for me while I pick this up and turn it round? Let's have a look. I'm just going to put a bit more on actually. I think once this dries, you might want to put a little bit more on. That's nice. Yeah, that works. Okay, so there we go. Whoops. There we are.
I might sort it on that.
Can you see that? The detail is so lovely. So nice. Oh, there we go. That's better. I've got light on the situation. Lovely. Okay, that's great. So, what have I used there? This is Slap It On glass and ceramic. So I've used that. and I've mixed it, I'm just going to put that over there to dry. I've mixed it with our Luscious pigment powders, and that makes it so that you can go onto glass, ceramic or any non-porous surface like the shrink plastic. Okay, so that's another cool thing that we can do with that. Okay, gosh, I'm having so much fun with this shrink plastic, but it's 12 o'clock. I can't believe it's 12 o'clock already. I did this one as well, in the same technique, but I just used Luscious with this, exactly the same technique. I know these are not 3D, they're completely flat. Okay, and this was in my goodie bag, so well done if you got the goodie bag. I'm so sorry that so many people were disappointed, but we only have a certain amount. So because we've sold out of literally everything, do you want to put me on the other camera, darling? Mm-hmm. Because we've sold out of literally everything, I won't be coming back at 1 o'clock to do another Selly show. So I do apologise, but thank you all so much for supporting us. We really, really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Now, if I don't see you before Christmas, Merry Christmas. Since it's the 1st of December, I can say that. But I will be back on Facebook Live. So remember, we have moved now to 4 o'clock on a Tuesday for Facebook Live. And that's just demonstration. No selling of stuff, but just demonstrations. And, well, Alfie's going, yeah, we do sell stuff.
Maybe try.
Maybe try to sell a bit of stuff. But just join us with a cup of tea and just watch us do some demonstrations. So
but that's on YouTube as well.
But yes, it's on YouTube as well. Thanks, Alfie. So you can tune in there as well. So that's 4 o'clock on Tuesdays, and so we will be doing some throughout December. Now, also, if you haven't heard, we do quite a few Zoom classes as well. So that means you can join me face to face over Zoom and have a lovely class. We do loads of different classes. We can also do classes where you just bring your own stash, so you don't have to buy a kit. You just bring along what you need, and it's all listed there under events, and it's under no kit, I think it's called. So virtual events, no kit. So I'm actually doing one on Saturday, which is our number 2 techniques of a little book of paint and luscious techniques, so you could always join me for that. And then I've got 2 more in December, which is art journaling 1 and 2, so check those out, and if you want to join us, you'll be more than welcome. So hopefully I will see you next Tuesday at 4 o'clock for a Facebook Live. So it's bye from me, and it's bye from Alfie.
Bye from me.
And thank you again, everybody who supported us. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. And